John Michael Nchekwube Obinna, variously known as John Obi Mikel, John Mikel Obi and Mikel John Obi, is a Nigerian professional footballer who plays as a midfielder for English club Chelsea and the Nigeria national team. Club career. Mikel was born in Jos, Nigeria, as John Michael Nchekwube Obinna, the son of Michael Obi, who runs an interstate transport company in Jos, the capital of Plateau State. His father was a member of the Igbo ethnic group. Nchekwube means hope, and Obi is a nickname for the Igbo name Obinna. Mikel started his official football career at the age of 12 when picked as a talented footballer from over 3,000 young talents to play in Pepsi Football Academy, a team that at the time was well known for traveling across Nigeria scouting young footballers with the potential to play professionally. Obi stood out to scouts and was later picked to play for top-flight club Plateau United, a side that had previously developed stars Celestine Babayaro, Victor Obinna and Chris Obodo, among others, that went on to success in European leagues. Later known as John Obi Mikel, he made headlines for his country at the FIFA Under-17 World Championships held in Finland. Following the tournament, he went on to a trial at South Africa club Ajax Cape Town, ultimately joining Oslo-based club Lynchg in Norway. During preparations for the 2003 FIFA Under-17 World Championships, the Nigerian Football Association mistakenly submitted Michael as Mikel for the tournament in Finland. He decided to keep the new name, saying that it had a special ring to it. On the 31st of July 2006, he stated that he prefers to be called Mikel John Obi instead of John Obi Mikel, as he had most commonly been called. In the summer of 2005, Mikel played for Nigeria at the FIFA World Youth Championships held in the Netherlands. He had an excellent tournament until Nigeria reached the final, where they lost 2-1 to Argentina. Obi won the silver ball after being voted the tournament's second-best player. Controversial transfer to England. On the 29th of April 2005, a few days after Mikel turned 18, Premier League club Manchester United announced that it had struck a deal with Lynchg to sign the player. United's website also claimed that they had done a deal directly with the teenager and that he had signed a contract to join them. Mikel's agents were bypassed as the club persuaded the youngster to sign a 4-year contract without representation. Lynchg allegedly sent a fax to his agents abroad, claiming their services were no longer required by Mikel. Reports said the deal was initially worth £4 million and would see the player arrive at Old Trafford in January 2006. Manchester United's rival Premier League club Chelsea later issued a counterclaim suggesting that they already had an agreement with Mikel and his agents, but Lynchg denied this claim. However, subsequent reports indicated that Chelsea claimed to have been involved in arranging the player's original move to Europe with a view to signing him at a later date. Further substance was added to this claim after it was revealed that the player had impressed Chelsea manager Jose Mourinho while training with the club's first-team squad during the summer of 2004. Mikel expressed his delight at joining United in a hastily arranged press conference, where he was pictured holding up a Manchester United shirt bearing the squad number 21. Following his signing of the contract to join United, there were claims from Norway that he had received a number of threatening phone calls from unknown sources. Mikel was assigned a security guard and moved to a safe hotel. On the 11th of May 2005, however, The midfielder went missing during a Norwegian Cup game against Klemetsrud. He had not been selected for the match but had been watching from the stands, whilst the player was believed to have left with one of his agents, John Obi, who had by now flown in to meet Mikel. His disappearance sparked massive media coverage in Norway and also provoked a police inquiry after Lynchg director Morgan Andersen made claims in the Norwegian media that Mikel had been kidnapped. These claims were later repeated by Manchester United's assistant manager Carlos Queiroz, who accused Chelsea of being involved in the alleged kidnapping. It subsequently emerged that Mikel had travelled to London with his agent John Obi, who was working for Jerome Anderson's same group. Manchester United manager Alex Ferguson considered travelling to Oslo to visit Mikel, but decided against this after Mikel was reported to have left the country, staying in a London hotel and some 9 days after disappearing. Mikel stated on Sky Sports News that he had been pressured into signing the contract with United without his agent present, claims furiously rebuffed by both Manchester United and Lynchg. Mikel told the British media that Chelsea were the club he genuinely wanted to sign for. In response to these events, United made an official complaint to FIFA about the behaviour of both Chelsea and the players' agents. Obi and Lynchg, already infamous for his role in the George Graham Bungs scandal. FIFA dismissed these claims in August 2005, stating there was insufficient evidence to bring a case against Chelsea. Following the tournament, Mikel failed to return to Lynchg, whereupon the club subsequently lodged a complaint with FIFA. On the 12th of August 2005, FIFA ruled that Mikel should return to Lynchg to fulfill the remainder of his contract with the club, whilst they would decide at a later date whether the contract he signed with United should be upheld or cancelled. After a delay of over a month, Mikel complied with the FIFA decision and returned to Lynchg in early September 2005 after a 3-month absence. Transfer resolved. Rather than leaving FIFA to determine the validity of the contract signed with Manchester United, Chelsea intervened by volunteering to settle the transfer saga through negotiation with Lynchg and Manchester United. On the 2nd of June 2006, Chelsea, Manchester United and Lynchg reached a settlement to resolve the future of the player. Mikel's registration was to be transferred from Lynchg to Chelsea. Manchester United agreed to terminate their option agreement with Mikel. Under the terms of this agreement, Chelsea agreed to pay United £12 million, half paid upon the finalisation of the contract and the other half in June 2007, and Lynchg £4 million, half payable immediately and half in June 2007. As a result of this settlement, all claims in this matter were withdrawn. On the 19th of July 2006, Chelsea were granted a work permit for the midfielder after they completed the £16 million signing in June 2006. In the aftermath of the transfer, Lynchg director Morgan Andersen, who had a previous conviction for forging official documents, was convicted of fraud and making false accusations. He was given a 1-year suspended jail sentence by an Oslo court. The court also ordered him to pay 20,000 kroner in costs. Chelsea made a High Court claim for £16 million against Lynchg and Andersen following the conviction, claiming that the previously agreed settlement was not binding as the transfer was based on a fraudulent misrepresentation, now proven by a court of law. Quote, "This claim was subsequently resolved out of court." Chelsea 2006-07 season. On the 12th of September 2006, Mikel made his first start for Chelsea in the UEFA Champions League against Bulgarian club Levski Sofia and took a powerful shot which the goalkeeper failed to save and Didier Drogba pounced on the rebound. Mikel received many positive comments for his performance in the match. However, since being sent off in a match against Reading on 14 October 2006, Mikel was fined on 3 separate occasions by Chelsea for turning up late to training. At the time, Chelsea manager Jose Mourinho was believed to have strong reservations about his lifestyle outside of Stamford Bridge, and the club were reportedly considering offloading the player. Mikel was dropped for over a month, during which his father Michael voiced his concerns over his son's behavior. After improved punctuality and showings at training sessions, Mikel earned a recall for Chelsea's Champions League group stage away game against Werder Bremen on 23 November 2006. He scored his first goal for Chelsea in the 6-1 FA Cup victory over Macclesfield Town on 6 January 2007. He also scored against Nottingham Forest in the following round of the competition. During Chelsea's triumph in the League Cup final in 2007, Mikel was sent off in injury time after clashing with Kolo Touré. The incident was followed by a huge fracas, in which Touré and Emmanuel Adebayor of Arsenal were sent off. Cesc Fabregas and Frank Lampard were booked, and Mourinho and Arsene Wenger were involved in a kerfuffle on the pitch. In subsequent games, Mourinho deployed Mikel as a starter in a holding role in key games where he impressed greatly, notably in the Chelsea-Tottenham Hotspur FA Cup 6th round replay, the Champions League quarter-final games against Valencia, the Champions League semi-final games against Liverpool, and also the victorious 2007 FA Cup final against Manchester United. Mikel's height and great strength, allied to good ball control and an unusually wide range of passing, allows him not only to disrupt opposing attacks, but also to spread the play effectively. Mikel supplanted the French midfielder Claude Makélélé in the lineup following his departure to Paris Saint-Germain. 2007-08 season. Mikel was sent off from the third time in his career in September 2007, when referee Mike Dean dismissed him for a tackle on Manchester United defender Patrice Evra. Chelsea appealed against the red card, but the 3-match suspension was upheld. Mikel was also sent off in the semi-final of the League Cup against Everton for a challenge on Phil Neville. Despite this, he came back strongly to round off what has been a good first 2 seasons for him at Chelsea. 2008-09 season. The summer of 2008 saw veteran defensive midfielder Claude Makélélé transferred to French club Paris Saint-Germain, leaving the defensive midfield position vacant. Throughout the 2008-09 season, Mikel saw a great deal of playing time due to an injury to Michael Essien. During this period of increased action, Mikel performed admirably in the role. His ever-improving game was praised by Chelsea manager Luis Felipe Scolari, and his importance to the team was underlined when he provided the free kick that Salomon Kalou scored to equalise against Manchester United. He played so well in 2008-09 that he was nominated for the Club Player and Young Player of the Season. On the 24th of January 2009, Mikel was charged with drunk driving, just hours before an FA Cup game against Ipswich Town. Mikel was not due to play in the game as he was serving a suspension. Although he had all the trouble on the 22nd of July, Mikel signed a new 5-year contract with Chelsea. 2009-10 season. On the 13th of February 2010, Mikel provided a long ball for Didier Drogba to latch onto and fire past goalkeeper David Marshall as Chelsea beat Cardiff City 4-1 in the FA Cup round of 16. Mikel provided another assist for a Drogba goal in a 5-0 win over FA Cup finalists and relegated side Portsmouth on the 24th of March, as Chelsea cut United's lead at the top of the table to 1 point. Mikel played the full 90 minutes in Chelsea's 7-1 smashing of Aston Villa 3 days later as Chelsea kept pace in the title race with Manchester United. In the next Premier League game against United, Mikel played excellent as a marshal in midfield as Chelsea climbed above United in the table with a 2-1 win at Old Trafford, thanks to goals from Joe Cole and Drogba. Under new manager Carlo Ancelotti, Mikel continued to perform with efficiency in his defensive midfield role, notching 32 appearances for the Blues. In May 2010, he received Premier League and FA Cup winners' medals as part of Chelsea's first-ever League Cup double-winning team. 2010-11 season, Mikel and Chelsea started the new 2010-11 Premier League campaign where they left off from the 2009-10 season, playing strong defense and adding deadly finishing. Mikel played the full 90 and helped keep 3 clean sheets in the first 3 games as Chelsea eased past West Bromwich Albion 6-0 on the 14th of August, crushed Wigan Athletic 6-0 at the DW Stadium 7 days later and edged past Stoke City 2-0 on the 28th of August. Mikel was the preferred option in defensive midfield as teammate Michael Essien spent most of the season on the sideline with knee injuries. The injury to the versatile Essien forced the club to play new signing Ramirez more often in the second half of the season. Mikel featured in 28 Premier League campaigns for Chelsea as the London side finished in second place, 9 points behind champions Manchester United. Following the disappointment of not winning a title, Chelsea manager Carlo Ancelotti was sacked by the club. 2011-12 season. Before the start of the league campaign, Mikel's father was abducted in his native Nigeria on the 10th of August. Despite this, Mikel started in the club's opening fixture against Stoke City at Britannia Stadium. Mikel came close to claiming his first Premier League goal for Chelsea in an inspired game as the sides played out a 0-0 draw in new coach Andre Villas-Boas's first game in charge. Due to Essien's long-term knee injury, Mikel found more playing time, but around Christmas time lost his place to new signing Oriol Romeu, following a run of disappointing fixtures, including a catastrophic 3-1 loss to Napoli in the Champions League round of 16 first leg and a 1-0 defeat to West Brom. Villas-Boas was sacked by Chelsea owner Roman Abramovich. In both of these matches, Mikel was an unused substitute for the Blues. Following the appointment of former Chelsea midfielder Roberto Di Matteo as interim head coach, Mikel appeared in 16 of the club's last 20 games and started in 14 of them, and began to play some of his best football for the club. Mikel played the full 90 minutes in Chelsea's 2-1 victory over Liverpool in the 2012 FA Cup final on the 5th of May 2012, picking up a yellow card in the 36th minute. The 2011-12 Premier League campaign saw Mikel appear in 22 league fixtures, starting 15 of them, as well as playing in 8 fixtures leading up to the team's appearance in the 2012 Champions League final against Bayern Munich. In the final in Munich on the 19th of May, Mikel played the full 120 minutes as the sides played out a 1-1 draw. Chelsea played a tough defensive battle and Mikel was hailed by Sky Sports pundit Jamie Redknapp as playing an excellent game, partying in a performance that I didn't think he had in him. He was partying out fires everywhere, as Chelsea claimed a 4-3 victory in the penalty shootout. Following his performance, Mikel told reporters that it was "best night of our lives." Mikel's strong performances in the final stages of the season and his impressive display in Munich helped Chelsea secure Champions League football next season despite finishing in 6th place, knocking London rivals Tottenham into the UEFA Europa League. 2012-13 season. Mikel started all of Chelsea's first 5 games of the new 2012-13 Premier League season, and also played in the Community Shield against Manchester City and Super Cup against Atletico Madrid. In November, Mikel was named on the shortlist for the African Footballer of the Year along with former Chelsea teammate Didier Drogba. Mikel was charged with misconduct by the Football Association on the 22nd of November 2012. He was given a 3-match ban and fined £60,000 for threatening referee Mark Clattenburg during a 3-2 defeat to Manchester United. On the 5th of December 2012, Mikel signed a contract extension with Chelsea, keeping him at the club until 2017. 2013-14 season. On the 21st of September 2013, Mikel scored his first ever Premier League goal in a 2-0 win against Fulham. He scored his second goal of the season in Chelsea's third-round tie with Derby County on the 5th of January 2014, heading in the opening goal in an eventual 2-0 victory. He made his 200th Premier League appearance for Chelsea on the 3rd of February, coming on as a late substitute in a 1-0 away victory at Manchester City. 2014-15 season. On the 30th of August 2014, Mikel, who substituted Willian on the 75-minute mark, set up Diego Costa's second goal after intercepting up Mohamed Besic's backheel pass. Chelsea went on to win 6-3 against Everton at Goodison Park. Mikel scored a rare goal against Sporting CP on the 10th of December in a 3-1 victory at Stamford Bridge in the 2014-15 Champions League. 2015-16 season, against Watford FC, on Boxing Day 2015, in the first game of Guus Hiddink's second spell in charge. Mikel came on to become the 21st player to make 350 appearances for Chelsea. Chelsea then faced Paris Saint-Germain in the first leg of the UEFA Champions League round of 16. Mikel conceded a foul just outside the 18-yard box. PSG forward Zlatan Ibrahimovic's free kick deflected off Mikel, who was part of the wall, and past goalkeeper Thibaut Courtois. Just a few minutes later, however, Mikel equalized from a stoppage-time corner kick. Due to the injuries of John Terry and Gary Cahill, Mikel had to play as a centre-back in multiple games. International career. Mikel represented the Nigeria under-20 team at the 2005 FIFA World Youth Championship and won the silver ball from the second-best player at the tournament as the Africans finished runner-up to Argentina. He made his debut for the Nigeria senior team on the 17th of August 2005, when he came on as a second-half substitute in a 1-0 friendly win over Libya. He did not play for the national team again prior to being named in the squad for the 2006 Africa Cup of Nations. In Nigeria's first group game against Ghana, Mikel was an unused substitute. However, he was introduced into the second game against Zimbabwe early in the second half. Within 10 minutes of coming on, he had supplied both the corner that resulted in Christian Obodo heading the game's opening goal, and scored Nigeria's second goal. He made his first international start in Nigeria's final group game, a 2-1 victory over Senegal. In 2007, Mikel was suspended from all Nigerian national teams after manager Bertie Votes dropped Mikel from the team's squad for the Africa Cup of Nations qualifier against Niger for failing to attend the previous match against Uganda. Mikel cited an injury, but because he did not attend an independent check by Nigerian officials, he was dropped. This, and his refusal to play for the Nigerian under-23 side, resulted in his suspension by the Nigerian Football Association. After apologizing, he was called up to the national squad for the 2008 Africa Cup of Nations in Ghana. At the tournament, he scored 1 goal and registered 1 assist in a match against Benin to help Nigeria qualify for the quarter-finals against host Ghana, where they lost 2-1 to the West African rivals. Mikel had been called up for the under-23 side in preparation of the team's last Olympic qualifier on the 26th of March 2008, needing a win to qualify. His failure to show up for any of the qualifiers again setting off some controversy with the U23 team coach Samson Siazia, who dropped him from the Olympic squad amidst significant furore from the media. On the 5th of June 2010, Mikel was ruled out of the 2010 FIFA World Cup in South Africa due to injury. He had been struggling to recover from a knee problem after undergoing surgery in May, though there were also reports that an ankle injury was to blame for Mikel's withdrawal. At the 2013 Africa Cup of Nations, Mikel was a key player for Nigeria as they went on to win the 5th continental title. He was named by the Confederation of African Football in the team of the tournament alongside teammates Vincent Nyama, F.A. Ambrose, Victor Moses and Emmanuel Emenike. Mikel made his FIFA World Cup debut during the 2014 tournament in Brazil, earning a Man of the Match award in the Super Eagles opening game against Iran and helping the team to reach the knockout stage for the first time since 1998. 2016 Summer Olympics. He was selected by Nigeria for their 35-man provisional squad for the 2016 Summer Olympics and was later named captain of the Olympic squad. On the 13th of August 2016, Mikel scored his first ever Olympic goal in a 2-0 win against Denmark to advance to the semi-final. After the 2-0 defeat to Germany, Nigeria went on to the bronze medal match against Honduras. On the 20th of August, Mikel helped Nigeria to the bronze medal in a 3-2 victory over Honduras. Nigeria became the first ever country to win all 3 medals at the Olympics Games, with the 1996 squad winning the gold and 2008 squad winning the silver. Career statistics. Club as of match played the 2nd of May 2016, international as of match played the 10th of September 2014. Honours: Chelsea Premier League 2009-10, 2014-15, FA Cup 2006-07, 2008-09, 2009-10, 2011-12. League Cup 2006-07, 2014-15, FA Community Shield 2009, UEFA Champions League 2011-12, UEFA Europa League 2012-13, Nigeria Africa Cup of Nations 2013, 2016 Summer Olympics bronze medal. Individual FIFA World Youth Championship Silver Ball 2005, African Young Player of the Year 2005, 2006, Chelsea Young Player of the Year 2007, 2008, Personal life. On the 12th of August 2011, Mikel's father, Michael Obi, was the victim of a suspected kidnapping in Nigeria. Mikel was informed before Chelsea's match against Stoke City 2 days later but opted to play despite his concerns for his father's well-being. On the 15th of August 2011, Mikel made an impassioned plea for his father's safe return. He told Sky Sports News, "I've always tried to help the country. This is the time for the country to help me. Whoever knows where my dad is should please contact me." Mikel Obi was found alive on the 22nd of August 2011, in the Nigerian city of Kano. His abductors were reported to be in police custody.